James Twin for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I'm reporting to you guys live and direct from the illustrious media room here at the MGM Grand. I'm sitting here chilling by the stage. Got all my content up, so if you haven't checked out all the content on True School Sports, go check that out. A lot of shorts, like 5 or 6 interviews, good stuff on the channel. Really happy about this week. But just wanted to come in here and get my quick thoughts on the card and a couple of fights on the card. Just what I'm thinking right now going into fight night tomorrow. I guess I'll start with the main event. Canelo Berlanga, what we all came here for. It's Mexico Puerto Rico. It's the Mexico Puerto Rico fight that really and truthfully not a lot of people asked for, but funny enough, I find myself very excited about it because I think Edgar Berlanga's done a great job selling the fight, and I don't think he's coming to lay down. I'm gonna tell you guys why I feel he's not coming to lay down. I feel Edgar is not coming to lay down in this fight because I know his coach. I know Mark Ferre. I'm familiar with Mark Ferre, and these are serious box people. He's a serious guy, a detail-orientated guy. And whatever he could possibly get out of Edgar Berlanga for this fight, I'm more than sure he got it out of him for this camp. So if he's going to lose this fight, it's not going to be because he wasn't prepared. It's going to be because Canelo's better than him, And the thing is, I don't think if Canelo does beat him, I don't think he's going to beat him by stoppage. I honestly, and I've been telling everybody in the media room, I've been telling all my colleagues in boxing this week that I think this fight's going the distance. My prediction for the fight is Canelo by decision. I still think the experience and things like that will be the difference in the fight. But whether Canelo has been winning fights or whether he's been losing fights, if you look at his last 3, 4, 5 fights, look at John Ryder, look at Bivol, look at Golovkin 3, Munguia, whether he wins or he loses, one thing he always does is fade in the back half of fights. And he's older now, so it takes him a little bit longer of a time to get warmed up. So I think there's going to be, if Edgar can withstand getting knocked out early and not get destroyed in the middle rounds, I think there's going to be opportunities for him in the early rounds to do some damage, in the later rounds to do some damage. And if not do damage, at least present enough of a challenge to Canelo Alvarez to where you can go to the cards and put up a good performance and give people some moments to hold on to. So I think Edgar goes the distance. I think Canelo wins a decision, but I think it winds up being a solid fight. That's my opinion. But apart from that, for me, the fight that I'm most interested in, I've been posting a lot about this particular fighter this week because you guys know I'm a big fan of the featherweight division. I've been telling you guys since before the year started that 2024 will in fact be the year of the featherweight division, and it has been. It's been a division that's delivered from beginning to end so far this year. From January to now, featherweight division has been great, and the featherweight division gets an amazing addition to the weight class. Stephen Fulton is back, and he's taking on Carlos Castro, a guy that's mixed it up at a high level, has only lost the top guys, and Brandon Figueroa and Luis Neri. He's trying to get his career to the top level and be a factor in the division. So he's going to come hungry. But Fulton, funny enough, he was at the weigh-in today, and he was talking about, and not just today, but yesterday. There's been a lot of talk from Bozianis, his now full-time trainer Bozianis himself about knockouts. And Stephen Fulton isn't a fighter that's ever affiliated with knockouts, but we've seen this with like Angelo Leo at featherweight. Angelo Leo wasn't a big puncher at 122. When he moved up and matured a little bit, he's been getting knockouts at featherweight. Some fighters need time to grow in and find the optimal weight class. He feels that the weight cuts in his last couple fights at 122 were taking a toll on him, and he believes he's going to be a more dangerous puncher in this weight class. So I'm looking forward to seeing that on display from Stephen Fulton because he really isn't that far from a world title. If I'm not mistaken, this fight is like an eliminator. So if he wins this fight, I believe he's going to fight Nick Ball next, or be in line to fight Nick Ball next. And if not that, he's ranked really highly. So really excited to see him back because you guys know that the fight I'd like to see the most for him would be the Angelo Leo rematch, but he can't just get the Angelo Leo rematch because he's not ranked in the top 15 of the IBF, the title that Angelo has, and he hasn't fought since last July. So he's technically, even right now at the time of this video, he's still not a featherweight till he steps into the ring tomorrow. So I would like to see Stephen Fulton get, win this fight, win a title, and then the third fight, God willing, will be him and Angelo in a unification rematch, and may the best man win. I'll love that fight. I'll love the chance for Angelo to get that back, because Angelo's a much different fighter now than he was then. And even and their first fight was exciting. They threw a combined 1,993 punches. So I think there's a lot of value in that fight, just so long as Stephen Fulton gets a title and Angelo Leo keeps his title. But yeah, really excited about that. And then I would say, I don't really care too much about Lara, Danny Garcia. You guys know I've talked a lot about that fight on this channel. I think it's kind of watering. Middleweight division's already bad. I don't like Danny Garcia getting a title shot at 160 at a catch weight. I don't like it. That's just me. It's my opinion. It's still a good fight stylistically, but I just don't care for it personally. But the other fight for me that's really moving the needle on this card, I would say, is Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCumbee. Caleb Plant is a fighter that, apart from like Canelo and apart from Canelo, he's probably one of the biggest names in the division. Former champion, a guy that I've been a big fan of for many years. I was talking about Caleb Plant here on True School Sports when he was a prospect, and he'll tell you that himself. So I have a vested interest in his career because I've been a fan for a long time. And McCumbie's dangerous. I remember McCumbie watching him fight. He fought, I believe it was who did he fight? He fought Chris Pearson, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe it was Chris Pearson. He fought him on one of Angelo's cards on Pro Box early in the year, and he can punch. He's very dangerous. And when we look at Caleb Plant, let's just call a spade a spade. Caleb Plant is a fighter that you'd be led to believe. He hasn't fought in a year and a half, so inactivity is a factor, right? He's at a stage of his career now where like he's comfortable, he's financially secure, he's accomplished. And we know that Caleb Plant, he does talk about fading. He has history of fading in the back half. But yeah, like I was saying, you want to talk about fading in the back half of fights. That's what Caleb Plant's done for a long time. So I do think McCumbie, if McCumbie has enough ring craft, and I know he had like over 100 amateur fights. If he has the ring craft to get in position to land the big power shots, that's going to be his path to victory, because he's not going to completely outskill a Caleb Plant. So Caleb Plant wins that fight. I'll tell you guys this: if Caleb Plant wins that fight, he would be the WBA interim champion or regular champion. He'll get some version of the title. He'd become Canelo's mandatory in the de facto sense, and boom, all of a sudden we could be sitting here talking about a Caleb Plant Canelo rematch. And I know people don't really give that any thought, but when you talk about positioning and that kind of thing, that is a possibility. And Caleb Plant, like, since he's lost to Canelo and Benavidez, he's actually been one of the few fighters in boxing that's been able to lose multiple fights on a big stage in recent memory and still like increase in value. So he's, I think he's in a good position to get that rematch if he wins in impressive fashion. And then you got Jonathan Lopez on the undercard, who I like. He sparred Naya Inoue out there in Japan. He was down in South Florida sparring one of my friends, Luis Hernandez, who's a good fighter. You guys be hearing about him. He's making his pro debut on September 21st. But he's one of the guys that I think is gonna be a world champion in the next couple years, around 126, 130. And I think I'm looking forward to getting my first look at him, because I've heard a lot of good things about him. I've seen him fight. He's got some good. He has a win over Eduardo Baez already, and he's only like 22. And Baez is a high level fighter, a guy that's challenged for the title. So those are my thoughts. Just to give you guys my predictions, I'll give you my predictions. I'll say Plant or Canelo by decision. Plant by decision. I'll go Lara by stoppage. And I've been going back and forth on the Rolly fight. Like Rolly and Manuel Jaimes. I like Rolly. I want to pick Rolly. I'm actually gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with and I could be wrong. Maybe I think it'd be a case, because Rolly's a physically stronger guy than Manuel Jaimes, but I think the weight cut was sharp on him. And I think also too, this Manuel Jaimes, from what I've watched, good pressure fighter, can counter punch, has a little bit of pop. He's just not a natural 40-pounder. So I think for him, he's going to have to get through those early rounds without getting hurt. And I think I could see Manuel Jaimes grinding really out to a workman-like decision. So I'll go with him by by decision. I'll go Manuel Jaimes on the upset by decision, and I'll go Stephen Fulton by stoppage as well. So those are my predictions. Those are my thoughts. Those are my observations. It's been a good week. There hasn't really been a lot of Puerto Ricans here in Vegas. It's been like a 99% to 1% in favor of Canelo Alvarez as far as the fan turnout. And that 1%, half that percentage is probably like Edgar Berlanga's family. So he's really up against it. If he wins this fight, if he's able to somehow pull this off and do the unthinkable and beat Canelo Alvarez, he really will become a superstar overnight because all the odds is against him. Nobody's picking him. Barely anybody's here to support him from what I've seen from the fans. And best of luck to him. I have a lot of love for a lot of guys on this team, like Mark Ferre and Ray Ferre. They're good people, and I would like to see them win. But at the same time, it's a big jump. Patrick McCroy to Canelo. I mean, you're climbing Mount Everest because that's a big step up in class. So best of luck to him. Best of luck to Canelo Alvarez. This is my first time covering the Canelo Alvarez fight. And last thing, and I'll end the video because it's kind of long-winded, but it feels good to be here. It feels good to be by the stage right now. It feels good to be here, because I feel like I should have been covering these fights years ago, but for whatever reason in the boxing media, it's always been a little bit harder for your boy BT because I do me and I say what's on my mind, and I'm very authentic. And over the years, I know I've offended a lot of people, people of high influence, but I always think that God rewards hard work and diligent people, and I've been that over the years. So it's kind of vindication for me, because I remember years ago applying to Canelo fights and would never get in, and now I'm in. So I want to thank everybody who's supported the channel. I want to thank all the Canelo fans that I had banter with over the years. By the way, I want to make this clear here too. I'm not a Canelo hater anymore, and I haven't been for a couple years now. I want to make that very clear because you grow up, you mature and stuff like that, and he's not really that bad. There's guys that are doing a lot worse to him in boxing, so he's not that bad with me anymore. And yeah, just wanted to say that. Thank you guys for the support. I want to keep pushing here on True School Sports, giving you guys great content. We're gonna hit 80,000 subscribers soon, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, enjoy the fights tomorrow. If you're gonna be here in Vegas at the fights and you see me, please feel free to say hi. And I'll stop what I'm doing and I'll talk to you unless I got something really important going on. I normally make time to talk to people that watch the channel if you stop me. So yeah, those are my thoughts, those are my observations, those are my feelings on the fight, and give me yours down below. Like I say in every single one of these videos, you could love me or you could hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canada, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.